Hello, my dear children. Welcome to the mathematics class. Yesterday, we have discussed the points or concepts for the exercise 3.1 in the trigonometric functions chapter. In the exercise 3.1, we have discussed concepts of this exercise 3.1. I hope you have learned well the concepts. Have you learnt well, my dear children? Right. Now, are you ready to listen the class, my dear children? Right. Now, today we are going to discuss the sums in the exercise 3.1. See page number 54. Page number 54. Question number 1. In this question, there are different sums are there. We have to write, we have to convert the angles which were given in the degree measure. We have to convert them into radian measure. See the question: find the radian measure corresponding to the degree measure 25 degrees. An angle is given in the degree measure. We have to convert this angle into radian measure. Yesterday we have discussed how to find what is the formula to convert an angle which was given in the degree measure to a radian measure. Okay, my children. Right. Come to the solution part. Given degree measure of the angle is 25 degrees. Now come to the radian measure. What is the formula? Radian measure is equal to pi by 180 into degree measure. You have to remember this formula, my dear children. Yesterday also I told you. Okay, my dear children, that is equal to pi by 180 into what is the degree measure here? 25. No need to write here degree. Degree symbol is no needed. Just to write the numerical value, that is 25 only. Then by simplifying these two numbers, we get in the numerator 5 pi, by in the denominator 36 radians. So the radian measure of this angle is 5 pi by 36 radians. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now come to the second question in this Roman number 1. In this Roman number 1, second question. Find the radian measure corresponding to the degree measure minus 47 degrees 30 minutes. The angle is here minus 47 degrees 30 minutes. We have to convert this angle in the radian measure. Okay, my dear children, understood the question? Right. So come to the solution part. Given degree measure is equal to minus 47 degrees 30 minutes. Okay, my children. Now we don't go to directly the formula. Before going to write the formula and before going to convert it into the radian measure, we should convert this entire angle into degrees. We have to take this precaution. Okay, my children, we should be very careful because here the angle is given in the degrees and minutes also. So we should convert this entire angle into degrees. Okay, my children, right? That is equal to minus. We wrote 47 degrees plus 30 minutes. 47 degrees plus 30 minutes. That is equal to. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 47 degrees plus, here we converted this minutes into degrees, 30 by 60 degrees, because 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 degrees. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. That is equal to minus of 47 degrees plus, by simplifying these two numbers, what will you get here? 1 by 2 degrees. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. This implies minus of, by taking LCM here, 2 is the LCM for the denominators. If you take LCM, 2 is the LCM for the denominators. Then in the numerator, what will you get here? 94 plus 1. Understood this numerator part, my dear children? Right. Whole degrees. Here we convert to this is also in degrees and this is also in degrees. So the entire number is also in the degrees. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. That is equal to minus, what will you get in the numerator? 94 plus 1, 95 by 2 degrees. So here we converted the given angle, the entire angle, into degrees. After that only we go to this part. Understood, my children? First we had to complete this part. After that only we go to this part. That is radian measure is equal to, we write that formula, pi by 180 into degree measure. So here degree measure means the entire angle must be in degrees, not in minutes and seconds. If so, they are in the minutes and seconds. We have to convert into degrees only. Understood this point, my children? Remember this point, my children? Well, okay, my children? Right. That is equal to pi by 180 into, what is the degree measure of this angle? Minus 95 by 2. So minus 95 by 2 into minus 95 by 2 radians. Now, understood this step, my children? That is equal to, by simplifying these numbers, we get minus 19 pi by 72 radians. So the given angle in degree measure is minus 47 degrees 30 minutes. The same angle in radians is minus 19 pi by 72 radians. Understood, my children? Right. In this question number 1, two more sums are there. Please try the remaining two sums. Will you do that remaining two sums, my dear children? Please follow these steps to solve the remaining two sums. Okay, my dear children? Right. Now come to the page number 55. Page number 55. Question number 2. Question number 2. In this Roman, there are 4 questions. In this Roman number 2, there are 4 questions. Here, I have taken the first question. In this Roman, first question. Find the degree measure corresponding to radian measure 11 by 16. Here, an angle is given in the radian measure 11 by 16 radians. Okay, my dear children. When you are converting this angle into degree measure, they have given an hint. What is this hint? Use pi is equal to 22 by 7. We have to use when you are getting pi. Wherever you are getting pi, we have to write 22 by 7. Understood this question, my dear children? Right. Now, first come to the solution part. Given radian measure is equal to 11 by 16 radians. This angle is 11 by 16 radians. You know, do you remember the formula, my dear children? If the radian measure is given, then what is the formula to get degree measure? Yes, degree measure is equal to 180 by pi into radian measure. We have discussed this formula yesterday. Okay, my children, do you remember this formula? Right. This is a suitable formula to write the given angle in the degree measure. Okay, my children? Right. That is equal to 180 by pi into, what is the given radian measure? 11 by 16 degrees. We have to give this symbol degrees. This entire angle converted into degrees. Okay, my children? Now, 180 by pi is there. So in the denominator, pi is there. What is here? Pi means 22 by 7. We have to take pi is equal to 22 by 7. So it comes reverse. 7 by 22 into 180. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. Into 11 by 16 degrees. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. That is equal to, after cancellation, we get in the numerator 315 by, in the denominator we get 8 degrees. 315 by 8 degrees. But we don't stop by this step, my dear children. We have to convert to further. We have to go to further degree measure. In the degree measure, you know, degrees, minutes and seconds also there. So we have to converting further this angle into that units also. Therefore, if you observe this fraction, it is a improper fraction. we are converting into mixed fraction. Do you know how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed fraction? Right. So we get here 39 plus 3 by 8. This is the improper fraction we converted into mixed fraction. Degrees. 39 plus 3 by 8 degrees. It means 39 degrees plus 3 by 8 degrees. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 39 degrees plus 3 by 8 into 60 minutes. Here we converted this part into minutes because 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Here 3 by 8 degrees are there. We converted into minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Understood this two part, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 39 degrees plus, after simplifying these numbers, what will you get here? 45 by 2 minutes. 45 by 2 minutes. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. Again, if you observe this one, it is an improper fraction. Again, we have to convert into mixed fraction. Okay, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 39 degrees plus, we get here 22 plus 1 by 2. If you convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction, 22 plus 1 by 2 minutes. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 39 degrees plus 22 minutes plus 1 by 2 minutes. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 39 degrees plus 22 minutes plus, here we are converting this minutes into seconds. How many seconds make 1 minute? 60 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds in the degree measure. Do you remember these points, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 1 by 2 into 60 seconds. Here we converted this part into seconds. Okay, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 39 degrees plus 22 minutes plus, by simplifying these numbers, what will you get here? 30. So 30 seconds. We have converted into minute units also in the degree measure. Degrees, minutes and seconds. So we can write this entire angle like this: 39 degrees, 22 minutes, 30 seconds. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now come to the Roman number 2, second question. Roman number 2, second question. Find the degree measure corresponding to the radian measure minus 4. Here angle is given in the radian measure. What is the measurement of the angle? Minus 4 radians. Here we have to use pi is equal to 22 by 7 when you are converting this radian measure into degree measure. Understood this question, my dear children? Right. Come to the solution part. Given radian measure is equal to minus 4 radians. This is a given angle in the radian measure, minus 4 radians. Do you remember this formula? Therefore, degree measure is equal to 180 by pi into radian measure. Yesterday we have discussed this formula. Please remember this point, my dear children. Remember this formula, my dear children. Okay, in this formula we substitute radian measure. Okay, my dear children? Right. That is equal to 180 by pi into, what is the radian measure here? Minus 4. Minus 4 radians. Converted degrees into, converted automatically into degrees. Okay, my dear children? Understood this step? Right. That is equal to, we have written the minus sign. By multiplying these two numbers, we get finally minus sign. So minus of 1 by pi is there. So we can write 7 by 22 into 180 into 4 degrees. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. We are following the same steps as we followed for the question number 1 in this Roman number 2. Okay, my dear children? Please remember these steps, my dear children. Right. That is equal to minus, by simplifying these three numbers, we get 2520 by 11 degrees. Okay, my dear children? Understood this step? Right. that is equal to minus of, if you observe this fraction, it is an improper fraction. So here also we have to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. Then we get 229 plus 1 by 11 degrees. Understood this part, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus 1 by 11 degrees. Here again we convert this degrees into minutes, after that into seconds also. Okay, my children, because there are very smaller units in the degree measure. Okay, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus 1 by 11 into 60 minutes. Here we converted this part into minutes, because 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 by 11 degrees is converted into minutes. Okay, my children, understood this part? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus, what we will get here by simplifying these numbers, 60 by 11 minutes. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus, again it is a improper fraction. We have to convert into a mixed fraction. So then we get 5 plus 5 by 11 minutes. Understood this part, my children? We converted this improper fraction into mixed fraction. Okay, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus 5 minutes plus 5 by 11 minutes. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus 5 minutes plus, here we are converting this minutes into seconds. Okay, my children? So 5 by 11 into 60 seconds, because 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So we have converted these units, smaller units, into seconds. Understood this part, my children? Right. That is equal to minus of 229 degrees plus 5 minutes plus 27 seconds approximately, because we are not writing decimal points here. That is why we have taken an approximate value. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to minus 229 degrees, 5 minutes, 27 seconds approximately. Understood, my children? Right. Now come to the question number 3. Question number 3. A wheel makes 360 revolutions in 1 minute. A wheel makes 360 revolutions 1 minute. Through how many radians does it turn in 1 second? Understood the question, my dear children? We have to find the angle made by the wheel in 1 second in radian measure. Understood the question, my dear children? Right. Come to the solution part. Number of revolutions of a wheel in 1 minute is equal to 360. I wrote this sentence in the form of an equation. I wrote this step. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. This implies, what is meant by 1 minute? How many seconds? How many seconds make 1 minute? 60 seconds. Therefore, number of revolutions of the wheel in 60 seconds is equal to 360. Both mean the same only. Understood this step, my children? Right. So in 60 seconds the wheel makes 360 revolutions. Now let us find how many revolutions made by the wheel in 1 second. Therefore, number of revolutions of the wheel in 1 second is equal to 360 by 60. That is equal to 6. Understood this step, my dear children? It means the wheel rotates completely 6 times in 1 second. Understood this step, my dear children? Right. The angle made by the wheel in 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. In the concepts we have discussed, One revolution is equal to 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. Understood this statement, children? Right. Therefore, the angle made by the wheel in 6 revolutions is equal to 2 pi into 6. That is equal to 12 pi radians. Understood, my children? Right.